On board one, there's a little skill that we acquire as we play more and more bridge, and that's being able to watch the cards as they come down. It seems like it seems obvious that you should pay attention, right? But on board one, it really illustrates just how easy the game of bridge can be if you watch the cards. Our partner opens a diamond. We have 6 spades. We have game forcing points, hopefully in spades. We start with a spade. Our partner bids 1 no trump. 1 no trump almost always has 2 spades. Only the rare or very awkward hand where North will not have a rebid will put him in a bind where he has to bid 1 no trump with 1 spade. He almost always has 2 spades, right? So we're pretty confident in our fit already, but we can control this auction simply by bidding 2 clubs, and we'll see if he has 3 spades, right? Now we know we have a 9-card fit. We have a stiff and diamonds. That looks great. We have a heart. What do we need for slam? Are we asking too much? We'd need, 2 points in spades at most. So if you had the king of hearts, the queen of spades, that's 5. We'd need him to probably have the ace of diamonds or the ace king. So we're probably up in that neighborhood where it's out of his 12 points. There might be some 12-point hands that would make slam, but I think that we're probably fairly safe just bidding 4 spades. Now, one of the skills you got to get as you play more and more is that ability to watch the cards as they fall. Okay, we talked a lot about counting when we were playing defense, but it all applies when you're playing the dummy as well. Here, looking at your loser situation, we don't have any diamond losers. We're missing the king, queen of clubs, right? So we have 2 club losers, right? One of these will go onto the ace. Sorry, we have 3 club losers. One will go onto the ace, and then we'll have 3 clubs left. So that's a problem, along with the heart loser, which is a problem. Give us 4, and then potentially the queen of spades being a problem. Now we have a 9-card fit, which means that for the queen to take a trick, it's going to be 4 zip, or it's going to be 3-1, and with the queen not falling under the ace king. So we don't have any reason to think that we shouldn't play the ace king of spades, right? No one's shown a long suit or anything. So we like to rely on what we call 9 never, right? Without any evidence to the contrary, or any evidence suggesting that they are not going to break 2-2, or that the queen is not going to fall as a stiff, right? Then we will want to play the ace king of spades. Here, especially where the jack of spades is picking it up, we're in pretty good shape. So what we want to do is, we know we're going to play the spades by playing ace king. We need to decide what we're going to do. Now, some people started taking finesses right away, and it's like, there is not a finesse in this hand. There is no finesse play in this entire hand. Right? You simply get rid of your losers and set up that 5-card suit. You've heard me say before, 5-card suits in the dummy are priceless, especially when they come with a nice big entry. Right? So lead over there and take advantage of this to get rid of your heart loser. All right? So already we're in good shape. Now notice that both have followed to the diamonds, and we started with 6, right? 5-1. And we still have a chance of setting this up because we had the 5th diamond. But things get even better if you watch the cards, because the queen falls. So that means the only one that's left is the, well, he's got 2 left. The only one that's left is the 10 of diamonds. We have managed to set up the jack 9, and that's critical. Now what we'll do is play the spades, and queen falls. So 9 never works here because we have the jack, right? Even though they were 3-1 to the 10, that's the missing high R card, doesn't matter because we have the jack of spades. Queen falls stiff. One of the reasons we play 9 never is sometimes the queen falls stiff, and we can pull the trump. Okay? Now I know some of you were taking a double finesse in clubs because, hey, we're only missing the king queen. We got ace jack 10 9 8. Don't need it. Don't need it at all. You play the diamond suit, play that 5-card dummy. Right? You pitch 2 clubs, and now Those of you who lost 2 club finesses to the king, queen, and east, right? There's king, queen. Gave away a trick because there are 12. And this is not all that complicated of a play, but you got to have that mindset of I'm watching the cards as they fall. I'm looking for those high cards. What can I make of them? So board 6, Self picks up a 4-point hand, right, with 7 spades. And the question is whether or not to preempt with this. Now, if you're going to preempt at the 3 level. You're really weak. You're in the white. They're in the red, right? Preempt at the 3 level. With the spade suit, you'll control it, right? The auction almost always will end unless West has a really good hand, and they have to somehow get to game. But even then, they're going to be scrambling. The real question is whether to preempt. And in the scoring, it was interesting because there were those who did and those who didn't. As it turns out, East-West has an easy part score. East-West has an easy part score. And what happens here is when we preempt at the 3 level, there's no way for them to find that easy fit. It's a diamond fit, and there's no way for them to find it. And then you just simply have to bring home a contract, right? And as it turns out, your partner is going to help a lot. You have a 4-card major, and that's one of the reasons we don't preempt. But we were never getting to 4 hearts, I don't think. So here we have 3 heart losers, a club loser, and a diamond loser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And all we have to do is figure out a way to score some tricks. Where's the queen of hearts? Right? Queen of hearts is in West. Might want to take advantage of that fact and hope that they don't have a rough coming here. And they didn't. We can play the ace of spades and maybe lose a diamond. Lose their club. Rough in on a diamond. There's the queen of spades. Jack of spades. Pulls the 8. Run the diamonds that we set up with the first on the opening lead and bring home 3 + 1. Now, you might say, oh, but you missed a game, but we were never getting to game. Partner has 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points, right? Now imagine the auction if it goes 1 diamond, I pass, well, because I only have 4 points, right? I have a 4-card major. You can think of all sorts of excuses for not preempting here. West will get in. They have 6, 8, 10 points, right? They don't really, there's no real game here for them, right? They have a club suit that has a bad split. They have the diamonds, and that's about it. And even the diamonds has a bad split. Right? So they get to 3 diamonds, which they make easily, or should make easily. Some even made an extra, right? So they're not making a big ton of points here. They're only making 130. But we turn that around, right? If you were playing at a Swiss game and your partners were East-West, right, and they didn't get the preempt, then they make 130. Let's say they make 3 diamonds + 1. They make 130. You come back to the table with your plus 170. Are they saying, boy, you missed the game? No, they're looking at the fact that 170 and 130 put together equals 400, and now you got some imps. So, preempting here in the second seat and white, the really weak hand, I liked it. And if I'm correct, East had 2 penalty doubles in the hands before this. I think he doubled 1 no trump on 8 and doubled 1 no trump on 9. And finally he gets his 1 no trump hand, or she gets his 1 no trump hand, or they get their 1 no trump hand, and they get to just open it. And Stamen bid, obviously none. And we go to 2 diamonds, and we get to 3 no trump. Right? We got 17 points, and of course we're going to accept that invitation. Right? Before we get into the play, which is probably the point of this hand, I want you to take a look at West's hand. They have a 5-card club suit, and they have this heart suit. And they look for the heart suit first, right? So Stayman is the correct bid without a doubt. Now, some people did not bid. But, you got 8 points here. Sure, the Jack of Spades is kind of meh, but you know what? You got a 5-card suit. You've got entries to it. You got the Ace of Clubs. You got 10-9. You're looking for some hearts. Your partner has 15 points. This is easily worth a 2 no trump bid. And partner will take a 2-3 no trump if he's got something, and here he does. So problem with this hand is we need entries in West's hand, correct? Our club suit, that's where we got 8. We somehow need to set that up. Moreover, we'd really like to have a couple of entries because we'd rather lead at the Jack of Clubs. Leading at the Jack of Clubs is kind of critical. Now we get the heart lead, and this is pretty good lead for us, right? We're definitely going to want to duck it around. We're looking at this 10-9 up here. Remember, we're talking about watching the cards, right? All that's above them is the king and the queen, right? And now all that's above them is the queen. Now, where is the queen? Well, the queen is probably in south. On opening lead, it seemed highly unlikely that north will false card with the king of hearts, right? So that means all we need to drive out is the queen, and I'm going to take care of that right away. Right? I'm going to make myself an entry. Now we got this other entry, the diamond. Right? So we have an entry in clubs, we have an entry in hearts. We can afford this lob over here at the jack. Right? Keep an eye on the cards that are missing. Right? The queen and the 10. Not a whole lot to need here. They take out our heart entry. And we can simply lead up here. It loses. Now all that's missing is the 10. Right? So this hand comes home pretty easily. Come back to the spade if we want to. Right now we're going to lead over to our Ace of Clubs. Dropping the 10, right? That's the missing one. There's our heart. Right? Then we're going to drop a couple of cards on the clubs here. And we got to lead back over to our Ace of Spades. So this hand is pretty easily makeable. Once again, the caveat being that you need to watch the cards. You need to watch what's being played. You need to watch for the missing honors and missing high cards to come down as losers. Right? When they're losing, you got to see that, oh, there went the queen, oh, there went the 10. Right? And then you have to picture where certain cards are. For instance, on the opening lead, when North puts up the king, we're pretty confident that the queen should be in south. And then we can just simply lead up at our 10-9, and lo and behold, actually we'll have the jack. Lo and behold, he plays the queen. We got our entries up there, and now we can set up that club suit and make an extra trick.